Bhagwan Gautam Buddha was once traveling with his disciples through a jungle. He was thirsty, so he asked one of them to bring clean water from a pond nearby. The disciple found a serene pond, but as he was about to dip his pitcher, down came a bullock cart as if plowing fields and disturbed the whole water. The disciple returned anxious. How can I quench your thirst with muddy water, O Lord? Buddha pacified him and asked him to wait for a while and return to the pond. The water was still muddy. He became worried. Buddha asked him to rest again and return. This time, the waters were crystal clear, the mud settled. Buddha said, "What did you do? Nothing. You just let the time pass by." Sometimes we become anxious over things that are not in our control. We worry a lot. A painful round of thoughts muddles our mind. We become agitated, frustrated. Remember what Buddha says? Be restful. Do nothing. Just slow down. Let time pass. The mud shall settle down, albeit slowly. The water will clear again. The pace of human life has crossed the limits of endurance. It's a glaring contradiction of modern technology that while inventing newer and newer time-saving gadgets, it does not allow us to savor the saved time. Bullet trains, highways, supersonic jets all cut down our traveling time drastically. Microwave and ovens prepare food for us in minutes. 4G, 5G internet speeds up our communication tremendously. And what do we do with the saved time? Keep running after more faster technology. Human physiology has not changed for the last 50,000 years. It has a set time frame for every event. A tiny prick takes 2 to 8 minutes to stop bleeding. It takes 6 to 8 hours for the gut to digest a meal. A lacerated wound takes a week to 4 weeks to heal. A fractured bone takes 1.5 to 2 months to unite. Our super brain can analyze just up to 7 images every second, but to do that, it has to have a sound sleep of 7 hours. Time is the third dimension to our existence. If we speed things, it would be akin to whirling in a giant wheel. A few minutes of entertainment could be enjoyable, but you can't spend life on a roller coaster. Nature in which we subsist has its own clock that ticks at its own pace. Summer, winter, rainy season, the revolutions of sun, moon and the planets all follow their own pace adjusted to the millionth of a second. Maybe we tried to accelerate this pace to a frenzy, swinging so high it had to come down with a vengeance. A crash was in the offing. The pandemic has locked our speed and blocked our pace, bringing it to a virtual standstill. The ever-moving wheels stay jammed, the busy roads vacant, and the ever-soaring planes grounded. Most of us are not worried of illness or death as much as the screeching halt to which our pace has come down. We are eager to the point of agitation to hop on the wheels, climb on the swings, and take off in the air. Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Apuryamanam achala pratishtham samudra apah pravishanti yadvat. The ocean, though filled constantly with rivers from all the sides, is still and calm, never overflowing. Tadvat kamaya pravishanti sarve. So should be our minds, though desires pour in from all the sides. Sa shantim apnopi na kama kami. If not, with every desire you will be anxious to fulfill it. Climb down the giant wheel. Slow down. Stay calm. Let the mud settle. Lockdown has rested the traffic. Slow down shall rest the mind. Do less, don't rush. Whatever you do it with mindfulness. Like Picking a vegetable leaf at a time, like sorting every grain, let the mud settle. Multitasking is a myth. Our brain cannot do multiple things simultaneously. Those who claim do not do justice to any. More than 2,000 people die every year in our country attending mobile phones while driving. Excessive data hangs the computer, excessive stress hangs men. What do we do when a computer or a phone hangs? Disconnect, restart, refresh. Disconnect from stressful data, fake news, and media whose sole purpose is to scare you. Connect with friends. Screen only entertains. Friends can empathize. To live is to be aware. To be aware is to slow down. To walk faster, you have to slow down. It's both the necessity and the answer to the disturbed waters.